Bruh, South Africa. South Africa. I did not know South.
Yeah, these black Americans, they are going too crazy with how Africa is looking. Like, do they really, like, all these years they thought we were in the jungle, bro? Like, for real? Some things is like, come on, bro. So when someone is like, yo, shout out to my fans from Africa, what do they think? Like, we listen to their music through rocks, or we watch their shows or content on, I don't know.
Y.A.D. Totiro.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. Today we have a lit video. We got Glamour in the building. The dark truth behind Americans coming to Cape Town, South Africa. Let's see, man.
About how amazing South Africa is right now. The views, the beaches, the food, the prices. And suddenly it feels like every American is here, especially in Cape Town. I open my phone and I can't escape it. There's iShowSpeed in Cape Town. There are American YouTubers trying Goda. There are TikToks about living like a king in South Africa. And there are comments about how cheap it is here.
Cape Town is so cheap, man. It's insane.
And that's the problem, because what's cheap for them is becoming unaffordable for us. At first it feels exciting. Cape Town looks global now.
I mean, it makes sense why things are kind of cheap for them, because they're using dollars.
Now people are discovering us. South Africa feels seen. But then rent goes up. Groceries cost more. Restaurants start pricing in dollars instead of rands. And suddenly locals are being pushed out of the very city they were born in. This video...
Yeah, hey man, yeah, it's crazy, you know. Even with the houses, like the prices of houses that side in Cape Town, some places there, people who went there and they saw the prices, they are going crazy. They're like, what? A house costing like 100 million rands, imagine, you know. And then some people are like, nah, you see, these kind of prices are kind of made for people coming overseas. Normally it's Americans, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll definitely shift the prices, because they see that, hey, people overseas are coming here, why not just up the prices? And it's affecting us who stay here in South Africa, you get.
It's not about hating Americans, it's not about iShowSpeed, and it's not about tourists coming for a holiday. This is about what happens when a city becomes affordable to foreigners but unaffordable to its own people. This is about how Cape Town is slowly turning into a playground for visitors while locals are told to move.
There's a clip I saw, I don't know who said that. They were like, Cape Town is not in South Africa. Someone said that.
Move further out if they can't keep up. So let's talk about why Americans are coming to South Africa, why Cape Town is their favorite place, and why this trend might look good online but be very bad for the country in real life. Before we get into today's video, please like, subscribe, and turn the notification button on so that you receive a notification every single time I post a video. Cape Town has always been special. It has oceans, mountains, history, and heart. It attracts people from all over the world. But in the last few years, something new happened. More and more foreigners started buying property here, not just for holiday, but to live, rent, or use as investment homes. For the first 5 months of 2025 alone, international buyers spent over 1 billion rands on Cape Town properties. That's foreign money going straight into buying homes here. And while some of that money comes from Germans, Brits, and Dutch investors, Americans are definitely part of that trend. That may sound cool, foreigners investing in our city, but here's the truth. When people with stronger currencies like dollars, euros, and pounds come here, they can afford to pay far more for the same house than a local family can. In many popular areas, foreign buyers are snapping luxury homes and paying prices that most South Africans can only dream of. But the effect goes beyond property sales because more wealthy foreigners come here to live or invest. Prices across the whole city start rising. It's simple economics. When demand goes up and supply doesn't keep pace, prices go up too. Since 2010, property prices in Cape Town have jumped around 160%, far faster than many people's salaries and far faster than in many other parts of South Africa. And if buying property isn't enough, there's also Airbnb and short-term rentals. Landlords and investors quickly realized they can make more money by renting their homes to tourists and digital nomads for a few nights at a time rather than offering affordable long-term rents to.
It's like when this grows, as it keeps going on, people from other countries, especially Americans, when they come here, they come to Cape Town, buy these houses. Eventually, most of the things in Cape Town would be designed for them. Because, I mean, they bring the most money. You get, like, the local, average person who lives in Cape Town, has a decent job. You'll just get access to certain things, to be honest. These bigger houses, just these expensive things, it's just gonna be a dream, like a wish, unless you have the US dollars and then, you know. But yeah, most of the things it's like it's gonna be designed for them. Most of the things, to be honest, because as they keep coming, investing, buying the houses, in Cape Town, it's like okay, more money, okay, more houses. Oh, let's do with the cars. Okay, let's do with this. Let's do with that. And then,
locals. Cape Town now has more than 25,800 short-term rental listings. That's more than cities like Berlin and Amsterdam. When homes are turned into short-term rentals, fewer places are left for people who actually live and work here. That pushes rent up, sometimes drastically, so that an average one-bedroom apartment in the city center can now cost over 20,000 rands per month, a price most Cape Townians simply cannot afford. This is where the idea of gentrification becomes real. Gentrification doesn't sound like a heavy word at first. It just means wealthier people moving into a neighborhood. But what it really does is push out the people who have always lived there. Long-term residents are forced to move further away from the city center because they can't afford rent for housing anymore. Areas that once had vibrant local cultures slowly lose that character as new expensive cafes and shops replace small family businesses. In historic neighborhoods, locals are now seeing their community change under the pressure of tourism and outsider investment, leaving many worried about losing their heritage. And it's not just tourism and foreigners. Digital nomads are part of the story too. These are people who come here to work remotely for companies abroad. Cape Town has even introduced visas to attract these remote workers. Officials sometimes celebrate this as a win for the local economy, but many residents see it differently. A petition by locals pointed to a growing number of digital nomads as a driver of gentrification, saying that these outsiders are willing to pay rent that local people could never match, creating housing pressure that pushes ordinary families out. Social media makes the whole situation feel even more confusing. These influencers post videos of Cape Town's beautiful beaches, trendy cafes, and stunning sunsets. It makes the city look like a perfect paradise for anyone with a camera and good Wi-Fi connection. Viewers around the world see the amazing lifestyle and many think, why not come here and live? I can't scroll for long without seeing a clip of Americans eating Gouda or American creators creating content around Camps Bay. These videos create views and laughs, but they also paint a picture that isn't real for most people who are actually living here. For locals, Cape Town isn't just one long holiday. It's a city with real problems and real struggles that don't show up in 30-second clips. These online posts also attract more tourists and long-term visitors who think Cape Town is cheap. But as more people arrive, prices rise. And the very affordability that drew them here becomes less real for locals. More tourists mean more demand for housing, food, transport, and entertainment. Businesses start to cater to visitors with strong foreign money, and that can push up prices for everyone. A local who grew up in a city might find that the pizza place they used to love growing up now charges in dollars. A barber they could afford suddenly increases rates because tourists are willing to pay more. So
Yeah, it's like what I said. Like most of the things, if not everything, eventually would, fit the people coming overseas, not the local ones. Because I mean, they are getting this money. It's like, okay, I mean, the bread won't be like 20, 21, 20 rand or something. Bread will be 35 rand. This will be expensive. That will be expensive. So yeah, as time goes by, it's gonna become a bit challenging for people in Cape Town because these people from other countries are coming here and they're like, it's cheap. It's gonna attract them even more. Then they're like, hey, we're coming to South Africa, Cape Town. Yeah, it's gonna become challenging for sure in future.
let's be clear, this isn't just about Americans popping in for a few weeks of sunshine. It's about how the constant flow of people with stronger currencies, the lure of Cape Town on social media, and the global trend of remote work are reshaping the city. Cape Town is becoming more expensive in a way that looks great on Instagram but feels terrible for someone trying to find a place to live, raise a family, or start a
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're not stopping people from other countries coming, to South Africa. It's really a dope country. You get what I'm saying? But, these places with stronger currency coming here and buying the stuff here, as it keeps going on, it's definitely going to be challenging for the locals that live in that area. Again, so yeah, it's just, issues we gotta keep in mind when such things happen.
business here. A city that was once affordable for many South Africans to call home is now slowly pricing out its own people in some of the most desirable areas. For everyday Capetonians, the pressure is real. A young professional might get a decent salary, but when they search for a one-bedroom apartment in a neighborhood close to work, they might find that the place is already taken or priced far above what they can afford. A family trying to move out of a crowded area might find that the place in safer suburbs are beyond their reach. These are the realities that don't make it into the fleshy TikToks, but they're very real for the people living there. And as more influencers and foreigners celebrate Cape Town online, locals are left feeling like spectators in their own city. Some will argue that foreign money brings investment and jobs and that Cape Town is becoming more global. And to a degree, that's true. I'm happy that I Show Speed came and showed the rest of the world how the white genocide narrative isn't true. I can't believe that in big 2026 there are people in America who still think he exposed how advanced we are.
Bruh, South Africa. South Africa. I did not know South.
Yeah, these black Americans, they are going too crazy with how Africa is looking. Like, do they really, like, all these years they thought we were in the jungle, bro? Like, for real? Some things is like, come on, bro. So when someone is like, yo, shout out to my fans from Africa, what do they think? Like, we listen to their music through rocks, or we watch their shows or content on, I don't know.
South Africa look like that.
Oh, can someone please tell me why this whole entire time I thought all of South Africa looked like this?
Americans are never beating those allegations.
I mean, yeah, we do have villages for sure. where we still live in, huts. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but yeah, those houses with grass. We still do have those places. But that's not the only thing we have or only places, we live in. We do have cities and many more stuff. So tough.
But there's a line between healthy growth and a situation where a city slowly becomes a playground for visitors while its locals are left watching from the outside. When the average person has to spend most of their paycheck on rent just to live near their work, there's a problem. So, as you watch influencer videos about Cape Town's beauty, and as more Americans post clips of their lives here, remember this: behind the sunshine and stunning views, there's a deeper story, a story about how a city that was once affordable and familiar is being reshaped for global attention. A story about Cape Town becoming a place that looks great on screens but feels less like home for the people who were always here. But most importantly, a story about how we should celebrate our country and its beauty without forgetting the people who make this place to feel like home every single day. Please don't forget to leave your thoughts down below. I'd really love to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, man. These countries, that have stronger currency coming to South Africa, especially Cape Town. Yeah, they're bringing a lot of money, but it's just, one of the issues we just have to keep in mind that, hey, most of the things are going to be more expensive because, they come with this and stuff like that. But, hey, man, you guys comment down below and tell me what you think about the situation. Hey, I'm going to tap in with y'all, man. I'm going to catch y'all. Love you. Take care.